A lot of people want to earn extra income, but they give up before they even get started because you think it takes a small fortune to open a business. Meanwhile, some folks are quietly building side businesses using simple machines they found right on Amazon and turning them into real income every month. Many of these machines cost less than a new phone, don't take up much space, and can be used right at home. Some let you create personalized products, others help you make food, and a few offer services that are in high demand, even though most people have no idea they exist. That's exactly where the opportunity is hiding. So today, I'll tell you 15 affordable machines from Amazon that could help you start a small business of your own. Some you may already know, but others might be completely new to you, and one of them could be the idea you've been waiting for. Stick around, because number 11 alone could change how you think about side income completely.
This video is just for informational and educational purposes only. We do not guarantee income or results. Success depends on individual efforts, skills, and market conditions.
Number 1. Handmade candle making machine. Candles never really go out of style, and that's what makes this such a smart pick. People buy them for their homes, for gifts, for weddings, for pretty much any occasion you can think of. With a candle making machine, you can start pouring your own designs without needing a huge workshop or years of experience. Most beginner setups on Amazon run somewhere between $80 and $250, which is honestly less than what some people spend on a new pair of sneakers. Once you get the hang of it, you can create scented candles, decorative shapes, or seasonal designs for holidays like Christmas or Valentine's Day. A lot of sellers move their products through Etsy, craft fairs, or even local boutiques that love supporting small makers. The profit margin is where this gets exciting too. A candle that costs you around $3 to make can easily sell for $15 or more, especially if it's beautifully packaged. It's simple, it's cozy, and it's the kind of business you can literally build from your kitchen table. Number 2. Electric fabric cutting machine. If you already know your way around a sewing machine, this next one might be right up your alley. An electric fabric cutter takes the guesswork out of cutting fabric by hand, and it lets you slice through multiple layers at once without wasting material. This is a huge deal if you're making clothing, quilts, or custom home decor items, because precision actually saves you money over time. On Amazon, these machines typically range from $100 to $300, depending on how heavy-duty you want to go. Once you have one, you're not limited to just making your own products. You can also offer cutting services to smaller sewing businesses in your area who don't own their own equipment yet. Think about local seamstresses, small clothing brands, or even people making costumes for events. Charging $20 to $50 per project for cutting services alone can add up fast, especially if you build a few repeat clients. It's one of those tools that quietly pays for itself within the first few jobs. Number 3. Vacuum sealer for food. Anyone thinking about selling food from home should seriously consider starting here. A vacuum sealer does more than just keep things fresh. It gives your product that clean, professional look that makes people trust what they're buying. Whether you're packaging jerky, cheese, spices, baked goods, or even meal prep containers, this machine instantly makes your setup look more legit. Prices on Amazon usually fall between $40 and $150, which is incredibly accessible for a home-based food business. A lot of people also use this to package bulk meat or produce for neighbors and local buyers, especially in farming communities or small towns. What's nice is you're not just limited to selling your own goods. You can offer sealing and packaging services to other small producers who need help finishing their products. Something as simple as sealed spice blends can sell for $6 to $10 a bag, and the ingredient cost is often just pennies. It's a low-pressure way to step into the food business without needing a commercial kitchen right away. If you want links or full details on where to get these machines, just comment "I'm ready," and I'll share the complete list with you. Number 4. Electric pasta maker. Fresh pasta hits different, and more people are catching on to that these days. A pasta maker lets you whip up different shapes and styles right from your kitchen. No fancy culinary degree needed. What's cool is that homemade pasta has this reputation for tasting better than the box stuff, so customers are usually willing to pay a bit more for it. You can find solid options on Amazon for around $100 to $280, depending on how many attachments come with it. Once you're set up, you could sell fresh batches to neighbors, take custom orders through Facebook Marketplace, or even set up a small booth at your local farmers market on weekends. Restaurants looking for a local supplier are another option worth exploring, especially smaller family-owned spots. A single batch might cost you $2 or $3 to make, but fresh pasta often sells for $8 to $12 per pound. With a good recipe and maybe a signature sauce on the side, this could turn into a nice little weekend hustle or even grow into something bigger. Number 5. Adhesive Label Making Machine. This one flies under the radar, but it's honestly a goldmine for small business owners. A label-making machine lets you print price tags, barcodes, ingredient lists, or custom branding stickers, and every single small business out there needs this at some point. Think about candle makers, soap sellers, bakers, or anyone running an online shop who wants their packaging to look polished instead of thrown together. These machines usually cost between $50 and $200 on Amazon, which is pretty reasonable considering how often they get used. You could either use it for your own products or offer a labeling service to other small sellers in your area who don't want to invest in the equipment themselves. Custom label orders often sell for $15 to $40 per batch, and once you have a few regular clients, that income becomes pretty steady. It's not flashy, but it solves a real problem, and businesses that solve real problems tend to stick around longer than the trendy ones. Stay tuned, because this next one turns a $5 tumbler into a $25 gift, and people buy it anyway. Number 6. Portable UV Printer. If you like the idea of personalizing everyday items, this machine opens up a lot of doors. A UV printer lets you print designs directly onto phone cases, tumblers, wood, glass, and even leather, which means the product possibilities are almost endless. People love personalized gifts, especially around birthdays, holidays, and weddings, so demand tends to stay steady year-round. On Amazon, portable versions typically run from $300 to $800, which sounds like a bigger investment, but it often pays off quickly once orders start rolling in. You could sell finished products through Etsy, local craft shows, or even partner with small gift shops looking for unique inventory. A custom tumbler that costs you around $5 in materials can easily sell for $25 or more, especially with a nice design. Businesses also love ordering personalized items in bulk for employee gifts or promotional giveaways. It takes a little practice to get comfortable with the software, but once you do, this machine can seriously stand out from typical side hustle ideas. Number 7. Soft Serve Ice Cream Machine. Warm weather practically sells this business for you. A soft serve machine cranks out creamy ice cream in just minutes, which means you can serve a steady line of customers without making anyone wait around. This works great at farmers markets, community events, or even just a small stand set up in your driveway during the summer months. Prices on Amazon for a decent home or small business model land somewhere between $300 and $900, depending on capacity and how fast you need it to run. Once you're up and running, adding toppings like sprinkles, chocolate syrup, or crushed cookies can bump up your prices without adding much cost. A single cone might cost you around 50 cents in ingredients, but you can easily charge $4 to $6, sometimes more at events with a captive crowd. Kids love it, adults love it, and honestly, nobody says no to ice cream on a hot day. If you've got a good spot with foot traffic, this machine can turn into steady weekend income pretty fast. Before number 8, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We are aiming to reach 50,000 subscribers, and your support truly makes the difference. Number 8. Branch Shredding Machine. This one's perfect if you enjoy being outdoors and don't mind a little yard work. A branch shredder turns tree trimmings and yard waste into mulch, which homeowners and landscapers are always looking to buy. Instead of paying someone to haul away branches, you can turn that waste into a product people actually want for their gardens and flower beds. On Amazon, these machines usually range from $150 to $500, depending on how thick a branch they can handle. You could offer a shredding service to neighbors who just want their yard cleared, then bag up the mulch and sell it separately for extra profit. Landscaping companies and garden centers are also worth reaching out to, since they go through mulch constantly. A bag that costs you next to nothing to produce can sell for $5 to $10, and if you're doing shredding jobs too, you're getting paid twice from the same pile of branches. It's a practical, low-competition business that a lot of people overlook. Keep watching, because restaurants pay good money just to avoid doing this one job, and you could be the one they call. Number 9. Automatic garlic peeling machine. If you've ever peeled a pile of garlic by hand, you already understand why this machine is worth its weight in gold. An automatic garlic peeler takes a job that normally eats up time and turns it into something quick and painless. Restaurants, food trucks, and small kitchens are constantly looking for pre-peeled garlic because it saves their staff hours of prep work. These machines are surprisingly affordable too, usually costing between $40 and $150 on Amazon. Once you have one, you can buy garlic in bulk, peel it yourself, and sell it fresh to local restaurants, meal prep businesses, or even at farmers markets for home cooks who hate the mess. A pound of garlic might cost you $2 or $3, but pre-peeled garlic often sells for $6 to $9 a pound, sometimes more if you're delivering directly to a kitchen. It's not glamorous, but it solves a real headache for busy kitchens, and that's exactly the kind of business that keeps customers coming back. Number 10. Spiral potato cutting machine. Fair food has a special place in people's hearts, and spiral potatoes are one of those snacks that always draws a crowd. This machine cuts a single potato into one long spiral, which looks impressive on a stick and cooks up crispy every time. It's the kind of snack people can't resist grabbing when they smell it frying nearby. You can find a good spiral potato cutter on Amazon for around $30 to $100, making it one of the cheaper machines on this list to get started with. Once you're set up, all you really need is oil, seasoning, and a fryer, and you're ready to sell at fairs, festivals, sporting events, or even outside a busy shopping center on weekends. A single potato costs maybe 30 cents, but a loaded spiral potato on a stick can easily sell for $5 to $8, especially with a fun seasoning blend or dipping sauce. It's a fun, hands-on business that doesn't require much space, just a good spot with hungry people walking by. Number 11. Personalized seals and wristbands machine. This is one of those businesses that most people don't even realize exists, which is exactly what makes it interesting. A wristband and seal maker produces custom bands for events, concerts, weddings, and businesses that need identification or access control. Event planners are always looking for a reliable supplier, and once you land a few regular clients, orders tend to come in bulk. These machines run around $150 to $400 on Amazon, and they're built to handle repeat use without much hassle. You can sell locally to schools, gyms, and event venues, or take it further and sell nationwide since shipping wristbands is simple and cheap. A batch of 100 wristbands might cost you $15 to make, but businesses will often pay $60 to $100 for a custom order, especially if they need it fast. It's a niche nobody talks about much, which honestly works in your favor since there's a lot less competition chasing the same customers. Number 12. Metal engraving machine. There's something people love about a personalized gift, and a metal engraving machine lets you tap right into that. This machine can etch names, dates, logos, or short messages onto jewelry, keychains, tools, and plaques, turning a plain item into something meaningful. Small business owners, gift shops, and even individuals looking for wedding or graduation presents make up a steady stream of customers. On Amazon, you can find a solid engraving machine for $150 to $500, depending on how precise and fast you want it to work. This setup is compact enough to run from a small home studio, and you can also offer mobile engraving services at markets or events. A basic keychain might cost $2, but once engraved, it can sell for $12 to $20, sometimes more for jewelry pieces. It's a business built around personal touches, and people are usually happy to pay extra for something made just for them. Number 13 looks like a hobby, until you see what handmade pieces actually sell for. Number 13. Mini lathe for crafts and wood. Woodworking has this timeless appeal, and a mini lathe gives you the tools to turn plain blocks of wood into things people actually want to buy. You can shape candlesticks, pens, bowls, knife handles, or little decorative pieces, and each one comes out looking one of a kind. Handmade wood items tend to do really well online because buyers know they're getting something a machine on an assembly line could never replicate. A beginner-friendly lathe typically costs $150 to $400 on Amazon, which is manageable for a hobby that could turn into a real income stream. Once you build up a small collection, Etsy and craft fairs become great places to sell, along with local shops that carry gift items. A block of wood might run you $3 to $5, but a finished piece like a hand-turned pen or candlestick can sell for $20 to $40. It's slow, hands-on work, but there's a real market for people who appreciate that kind of craftsmanship, and they're usually willing to pay for it. Number 14. Ice Cube Block Making Machine. This machine might seem simple, but it solves a problem that never really goes away. An ice block maker produces large quantities of ice, which restaurants, bars, food trucks, and event venues need constantly, especially during the warmer months. Once you have a reliable machine, you can set up regular delivery routes to businesses that would rather buy ice than deal with making it themselves. On Amazon, these machines usually cost $200 to $600, depending on how much ice you need to produce per day. What makes this appealing is that ice is one of those products people need year-round, not just in summer, so the income tends to stay steady. A bag of ice might cost you 50 cents to make, but you can sell it for $3 to $5, and bars or restaurants often need several bags a day. Once you land a few regular commercial customers, this becomes one of those quiet businesses that just keeps generating income without much extra effort. Number 15. Shaved Ice Machine. Few things beat a cold treat on a scorching summer day, and that's exactly why this machine has stuck around as a classic side hustle. A shaved ice machine turns block ice into that soft, snow-like texture people love, and then you build it up with flavors and toppings that keep customers coming back for more. It works especially well at parks, beaches, festivals, or any spot where families are out enjoying the sun. You can find a solid machine on Amazon for around $100 to $300, which is a pretty small investment considering how much you can charge per cup. Flavor syrups are cheap to buy in bulk, so your ingredient cost per serving stays low, often around 75 cents. Meanwhile, a cup of shaved ice with a couple of flavors and a topping can easily sell for $5 to $7. On a hot weekend with the right location, this machine alone can bring in a solid chunk of cash, all from something that costs pennies to make. So that's all 15 machines. Now it's your turn to think about which one fits you best. Maybe it's the candle machine because you love crafts, or maybe it's the ice cube maker because you know a few restaurants nearby that could use a reliable supplier. Whatever it is, the real difference between people who start and people who just keep dreaming usually comes down to one thing: taking that first small step. You don't need a huge budget or a business degree. You just need one machine and a little bit of patience. If this video gave you an idea, drop a comment and tell me which machine you're most likely to try. I actually read every single one. And if you want more videos like this, packed with real business ideas and affordable machines you can start with today, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.